Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Now today is a good day. Today I was thinking to myself, Dakota, what are you gonna make a video about? You gotta find out some new content ideas. But after going to that wonderful Facebook groups that of course Dakota loves absolutely so much, I found that the Brian videos are back. Yes sir, and of course, your boy's gonna have to cash in on this opportunity. Now, after putting some heavy thought into this, I think I actually may be the first person ever to do a Brian video that actually knows about the guy. Maybe not the first, but I gotta be in like the top 5 or something that's met Brian Barczyk and has made a video about him. Because you see 90% of those videos, those guys barely like even watch the vlog or whatever, let alone actually see the guy. Now, I'm not quite sure what you guys want to call this, a video response, just throwing my hat in the ring, my opinion piece, whatever. But really what comes to this video in mind was this video right here I saw that was posted to Facebook, which I must say is the best articulated one I have seen up to date. Most of these things are just blatant garbage. You got those videos that take commentary pieces and skits that Brian's done in the past and villainizes him as it being not satire but true, which is just... I'm looking at you, whatever, and the leopard gecko thing, like, really? You're taking a skit and you're saying like, oh man, even Brian's wife thinks he's gonna kill these leopard geckos, yeah. Because Brian would definitely, any competent YouTuber would definitely take something that makes him look back and upload it directly into the internet where it stays forever. That is just a big brain energy, if I do say so myself. No, that was not the case with this channel that made the video that I just showed a little bit 5 seconds ago. No, the guy was very well articulated. He didn't come off as he was just directly bashing and attacking Brian, and just went with it and really opened up what some would say like a conversation piece. So I'm gonna entertain that conversation piece, and we're gonna talk a little bit about it today. Now, the video this guy made was long, pretty long, about 20 minutes. Let's try not to make mine 20 minutes. However, the biggest issue that this man had was with rack systems, which I can totally understand. Coming from the overseas European area, you guys do things a lot more different than we do here in the USA, and that some, or well, most would argue is a little bit better over there. All in all, the Europeans seem to be a bit more evolved in the reptile hobby and a bit more progressive, where we in the USA seems to, well, we hold ourselves down a little bit. We're not able to express ourselves and open up and expand in the reptile hobby. Of course, oopsie number 1 for Dakota is the fact that he actually uses rack systems. I know, such as this beautiful 10-tier V70 rack system from Sea Serpents, or this 28-quart rack system also from Sea Serpents, housing multiple ball pythons. I believe I'm up to 11 now, with some eggs cooking in this Sea Serpents incubator. I'm not sponsored. Probably should be. Let's take a look at the facts. Of course, I do not believe that ball pythons are exponentially better off in rack systems, in that this is the perfect home for them, and rack systems are the absolute best you can do with their animal. No sirree, I do believe you can make a better enclosure for these animals themselves. However, I am not stating that rack systems are awful for the animals, and I am stating that rack systems are actually positive, and pretty much I would say a middle ground when it comes to ball pythons. Quite honestly, in my most humble opinion, I do believe that the generalization that all ball pythons are going to do better in something of a larger vivarium versus a rack system is just as harmful as stating all animals can thrive in a rack system itself. For instance, let's take a look at my bamboo. Now, this is an animal that stresses out very easily and really doesn't move. You can see already this animal is stiffened up. It's trying to ball, but I'm kind of holding it at a weird angle. Or she's coming to say hi. If you checked out any of the videos, you know that she striked at me and pretty much goes into a ball, and this is really just what she does all the time. An animal like this, even inside a V70 rack system, I need to include multiple hides, like the cave right up there that I took out just so I could film this video, because if I didn't, she'd be hiding in the cave. This animal needs multiple hides within this enclosed rack system to feel secure. Now, if you're gonna take an animal such as this and put it inside a large vivarium, such as what the recommended stated is, I believe 4x2 over there, maybe? I don't know much about, you know, European reptile, how you guys do things over there. But with that being said, this animal will definitely not thrive. This animal will go off food, not have a fun time, and overall be a stressed out, unthriving animal. Honestly, I had a hard enough time getting this animal to eat within the rack system. Like I said, I had to produce multiple hides, multiple plants in there, really secure that area for her in order for her to feel secure enough to eat. Now, putting an animal something like this in that large vivarium that we talked about earlier is definitely going to be detrimental detrimental in my opinion. A good example of this is of course my bamboo spider yellow belly. Oh, oopsies number 2. Dakota not only uses rack system, he breeds spiders. Man, I am a horrible human being when it comes down to it, I know, totally. This is just redact this entire video because I breed spider ball pythons, but I believe that's a video for another day. Just taking a look at this animal right here, I don't know what's with my bamboos, but they all are super stressed out. But it's the same situation. We have an animal that is completely stressed out. You can see how much this male is tensing, how he's just kind of coiling up and really wants nothing to do with me. This is another animal that's difficult to feed, even inside the parameters I'm giving it. Putting an animal like this inside a large vivarium would definitely not be good for the animal. Again, detrimental, stressed out, definitely gonna go off food, just not good to put in a large enclosure, and definitely better off in this rack system. However, Dakota isn't biased here. We are not just stating snakes that do well in rack systems. Let's take this beautiful pastel yellow belly calico het clown for example. This is an animal that loves to explore, chill around, and just hang out. This is an animal that's confident, I do believe would be a great contender for a larger vivarium and could do well in it. That's what I'm really getting at. I don't believe that broad generalizations for species are really gonna hit the mark here. I don't believe that all animals or all ball pythons should be held in rack systems, but I also believe that all ball pythons should not be put in these large vivariums either. However, when you do make these broad generalizations stating that these ball pythons should not be held in tubs and rack systems and instead should be put in these giant enclosures, you get the hundreds upon hundreds of Facebook posts in these Facebook groups, which again, Dakota just loves oh so much. These Facebook groups stating that their animal isn't feeding, their animal's off food, it's not feeding as soon as they put it in the larger enclosure. What can they do? Why isn't their snake eating anymore? We're talking about the commercialization of the reptile hobby and of course these professional reptile breeders, which maybe a boy can get lumped into. I don't know, I do this full time. I don't have an actual job that I go to. However, I really don't feel like I am a professional. So it's kind of like maybe I'm in the middle, I don't know. Now to be more specific, you stated these two examples right here, which I found this one. This is the ball python setup roughly 3 years ago that I found. I don't know where this one is. However, judging from the image quality and the production value overall from that segment, I can gather that that video is a lot more recent than the one before, the 3-year-old one. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments section. However, I do believe that these things are spaced apart a pretty good amount. You also cited information from NJ's podcast and Brian Barczyk's podcast, which we can definitely succumb that this was a lot more recent than what was done in the past, again using this control as the 3-year-old video of the ball python setup. Here's the thing I never understand about people when they talk about YouTubers is the fact that like when you make a video, that opinion has to be, it's set in stone. You can never vary from that opinion. That is the opinion you must have the entire time for the rest of your life. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Opinions change, opinions differ. Things that I thought about a year to 2 years ago definitely aren't what I'm thinking about today. As a person, you're constantly evolving. As a hobbyist, you're constantly evolving. Things are changing. Opinions differ with new information coming in tag, or maybe just information that was already there that you didn't know about, or when you really think about it, maybe you're thinking to yourself, okay, maybe that wasn't the direction to go, maybe this is a better direction in of itself. Or the general consensus really could be you could have both opinions. Here's the thing, not everyone is able to afford rack systems. I know it's crazy to believe, rack systems are expensive. That 28 quart you guys saw earlier, that was I believe $300 shipped. That 10-tier rack system, that was almost $1,000 to get over to my house. So when you're thinking about that, not everyone could afford those things, so a nice aquarium system, whatever, with some hides, bulb, things like that, it could be easier for the general population that are going to be purchasing these animals. Now, do I think that video was 100% correct? No, but that's just the fact I hate aquariums. I hate using aquariums. I think aquariums suck in general. I think you're gonna be a lot better off in getting something like a PVC cage, something like this, or using tubs and things like that, depending on if you're going for more aesthetically pleasing or more of a functionality purpose. All in all, again, I don't like aquariums. That's just my take on it, so I can't agree with the video when I just can't stand aquariums for reptiles. Alright folks, I think that is my spiel and my take for today. My hat is thrown inside the ring and that is my take. Now, this isn't any type of attack video. I probably put some clickbaity thing that I'm guessing is gonna be reacting to Brian Barczyk's attack video. Something like that, but it's not, you know. I think... You know, putting your title in open letter from the 99%, it is a tad bit pretentious. I think I can have a little fun with my title when you put something like that out there. I'm just putting that out. But now it's your turn. What did you think about this video? You think I made some solid points, or do you think I messed it up? I did too many oopsies. Spider ball pythons, rack systems, just an awful breeder. Is DBCB Exotics canceled once again? Or did I actually make some strong arguments and made some sense of some of you guys? Let me know in the comments section. Drop one right now. And once again, folks, thank you so much for coming on this journey I like to call DBCB Exotics. We will see you tomorrow, but until then, goodbye.